Welcome back to Grandma Sims. Don't forget to download the show from the gallery and follow along. Let's decorate and have some fun. If you've been decorating along with me, then you know we are starting our owner's loft today. Owner's loft, apartment, space, area. I might call it probably a couple different things along the way. Just know that this is where the owner lives. So downstairs in the cafe, we kept it very pink and pretty. And we're going to keep it very cozy up here also, just with some different colors. So up here we have kitchen, living room, the entryway, which currently has 2 doors. Don't worry, I'll fix that. 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, I want to say, or 1 bathroom. No, 1 bathroom. And we do put in the cupcake machine. Absolutely, we are a cupcake cafe, and we are definitely putting in the cupcake machine. I rarely ever get to use that machine, but in this case, I found a space for it and it's great. So keeping with our comfortable, cozy vibes, I went with this very soft green. Soft green walls, soft green cabinets. But then I went and put in the pink appliances, because where else would I get to use the pink appliances? This was the perfect place to put them. In this kitchen. So this is a rather large kitchen. I don't normally go this big with my kitchens, but there's always an exception to the rules. And this is it. Now, did I keep those cabinets like that? I'll have to remember. So this little side room over here, you can see it off the kitchen here to the right. That's where the cupcake machine is going to be. I am bringing in some of those pinks from downstairs. I almost put that right on top of the stove, which would have been a big fat, fire hazard. And that's what I'm talking about. If you watched the cafe video, I mentioned curtains just were going wherever they want. I always have this problem. I think it's because I use quarter tile placement on the windows. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's probably because I use quarter placement tiles on the windows. So what I was saying was this little space down here, you can see it here kind of at the bottom. This is just going to be for that cupcake machine. It pretty much takes up the whole room. There she is, that big old thing. Down, and it comes in pink. How freaking cute is that? Downstairs, obviously, there's a kitchen in the cupcake area, and you can just make cupcakes in the oven. And you saw Grandma doing that at the end of one of the other videos. But I mean, it's a cupcake business. We have to have the cupcake machine, and I probably won't find very many builds in my future where I can use the cupcake machine. So just picking out some dining room chairs. This is set up for the owner or owners. It can, a couple. It is a good sized master bedroom. And then there's a children's room. And so you can definitely have 3, possibly 4 Sims. If you reconfigure the 1 bedroom for more than 1 children. And this is a full-on, I would say a full-on apartment build or a full-on house build. This is not just a small little space like we did in the industrial loft. That really was just an all-in-one space, everything in one room. It literally was only one room. This is a full-on build. It can be a lot of work. It can look a little daunting, but once you get started, once you dig in and get going, I like to start like I am here. I like to start in the kitchen. It gives me the vibe for the house. I feel like what they say is true. The kitchen is the heart of the home. And once you have that vibe, like we have here, once you have that, the rest of it seems to fall in place for me anyway. I find that I get my inspiration here, and then it follows me throughout the house. Put some more groceries in here. I don't believe this kitchen is too cluttered. On these bigger builds like this, where we're going to have a lot of Sims visiting the lot, and there's a lot of activities going on in the business portion of it, the downstairs, I feel that I don't want, I want a lot. Don't get me wrong. I want everything. But I also don't want the game to lag or freeze up or have problems. I want to be able to play in the space that I just created. So I want to be able to make it so that the game runs good. Well, with a lot of clutter. Kind of a tightrope. You just got to walk that fine line. So I believe I left 2 counters, this counter up here and the other counter over there, for prepping, for cooking. This cute little pink cabinet. I am bringing some of those colors in from downstairs. I didn't overdo it. There's a little pink in that basket, a little pink in this table, just enough. We still are, keeping it in the same vibe, the same decorating style, the same coziness, but not over the top pink, because we brought in that green, which works good. So some more clutter. I did have Grandma come in, obviously, and play with the cupcake machine. You will see that. And there's our little kitchen. It's not too much, it's just enough. Oh, I really wanted those cupcake pictures in here, because, because it's the cupcake machine room, so put the cupcake photos up. That makes complete sense. I think I'm looking for something. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, a rug. Looking for a rug. Yeah, I do realize, and I know if you're staring at it right now, there are 2 doors to the living room. There used to be a different configuration in this living room. Things changed while the building was going on. And yeah, we ended up with 2 doors. So go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button. If you've been following along, we're getting close to the end here with the owner's loft, and you're going to want to keep going. Keep getting this decorated, get it done so you can play in it with your Sims. So just picking out some wallpaper, I went with this is the green with the little flowers on it. If you look, there's little flowers on there. And the blue. So the green matches what's going on in the kitchen. The blue matches what's going on downstairs. So even though we have all these different things, they all match. Brought in a little bit of the pink, I think. I'm not sure. You'll know when I realize that door doesn't belong there. We'll all know. So just brought in these little accent pieces here. Just a little to break up the wall. Otherwise the walls look overwhelming in all green. You don't slide that up right above the border there. Picking out all the things that are pink. Because those are our accents in this room, with the greens and the blues. Not the same as downstairs, but it goes with the downstairs. So I'm trying to think, I'm trying to remember what couches I put in here. Sometimes when you do a lot of building and you've seen every single piece of furniture that The Sims has to offer, it's hard to remember what you have and have not used in any one build. So, sometimes it can be a surprise to me too. Very cute. Very, very cute. We love these little couches. This is very, what I want to say. It is kid friendly. There is a child who does live here, or is going to live here. Right now, the actual owner has not moved in. Grandma's been here checking things out. Her and the boys have been here checking things out, making sure that everything works as it should. For the new owners to move in. And like I said, I'm not sure on a couple of things because I haven't actually done, like Grandma's been here and she makes sure that everything is accessible. So they can sit on the chairs, they can, reach things, they can route around things. But I haven't actually played through with employees or anything like that. So I know we have that one routing area downstairs. But I am excited to see if everything that I put in here actually works. As far as like the crafting area, without people wandering off, customers wandering off with the crafting stuff. So another cute little sitting area with little soft cozy rug. Everything about this build is comfy and cozy. And did I still not realize that I don't need that door? I'm wondering how far into this build it was before I realized that I had two doors. If you're taking bets, let me know. But I am interested in finding out when I realize there's two doors there. Well, a door and a archway. But it'd be interesting to find out when I realize, because I actually put a rug down in front of the door, like that's the door. So I haven't realized it yet. Wait, no. Oh, there it goes. Don't need that door. It's gone. Thank goodness. So just checking to make sure that all of this is residential, so that nobody comes up the stairs. Now, granted, no customers can come up the stairs because they can't access the employee area only, but also employees can't come up here because I made this all residential. And that keeps everybody out. So it truly is its own space. And I think that also helps with the burglars not being able to get up into this area. So we have this walk-through area here. Of course, like the walk-through area downstairs, we're just going to put a few things in here. Nothing that affects gameplay in any way. Just more decorations, more clutter, more things for the homeowner. Unfortunately, this space did not lend itself to anything as far as usable. I thought about putting a desk back in there, but we have a desk in the living room, so I really didn't need another one. I thought about putting kids' toys, but it didn't seem right in a walkthrough area. I went through many different iterations of what could go in that area, and just ended up with just pure decoration instead of anything useful. So put this little record player here, put some little plants on here next to the desk, probably for the homeowner, to take care of paying bills and payroll and things like that. Plants always make a space feel comfortable, warm, cozy, homey. So if you're looking, if you're looking at a stale space, if you've decorated a whole living room and you can't figure out why doesn't this feel right to me, try plants. Put them in the corners, hang them on the walls. You'd be surprised how much you can take a room from blah to magnificent with some plants. I mean, if you've been following along, you know that my house doesn't have any plants because I can't grow plants. I kill them all. But my Sims, they have lots of plants. They're very lucky. They don't have me living in their house. Can't remember what I put over here. Books. Sometimes when I use the filter and I pick a color like the pinks that I picked in these areas, I look at our selection of colors, and I have been doing that a lot more lately, looking at our color selections for some other builds I'm working on. And it's amazing to me what people or creators, or I don't know, whoever you want to blame, considers, like in this case, considers pink. There's so many different varieties of pink in this game, from neon down to very light. So it's hard to find anything that's cohesive unless you use everything from the same pack. So like the furniture in here, I use the chairs and these love seats because they're all the same color. They all come from the same pack. They're all the same color. But then the desk is from Horse Ranch, and it's a different pink than the cabinet sitting next to it, which is a different pink from the cabinet that's sitting over here against this wall. This one has gold accents. That one just has some filigree on it. I'm not sure about the desk, if those are gold accents, but those look like, you know, brass accents on the chairs. So nothing consistent. So it really does give it a bohemian look because everything's the same but different, if that makes sense. Sometimes just hard to decorate. Sometimes. But these all came together. I don't mind these at all. I don't mind that the furniture matches so that it's all the same color. And pink isn't one of those colors that's too far off. If you really want to go down a rabbit hole, go looking around inside the purple. Wow. That's something. That'll hurt your eyes. So like I said, this space is just for clutter. It's not really even a functional space. Right now I'm just going through the clutter part of the catalog and pulling out. I like just scroll and pull things out as I see them to put them, you know, to put things around. Just some more, I wouldn't even know, yeah, some more magazines. I did put the decoration box up here for Christmas or for the holidays. I preferred that to outside, plus it's up here in the owner's area, so. And really, seriously, how good does Bob look in pink? I mean, Bob looks good in pink. And Bob, the tree, is who I'm talking about here. Bob looks good in pink. We love Bob. We really do. I use Bob a lot. I'm always looking for Bob. And I didn't even know he could look that good in pink. So this is just, you know, probably some, I don't know, stuff going out to Goodwill or something, or being donated somewhere, or maybe just tossed in a corner because we forgot to put it away. So after this, we only have 2 builds left. We're going to be doing the bedrooms and bathroom, which you can see over here on the right hand side. And then we're going to do a cute little area, cute little kids play area back here in the corner, which turned out really adorable. Then we're going to finish up the outside. So we only have 2 builds left after this one to complete this Cupcake Cafe. And then it'll be ready to go, ready for your Sims to move in, ready for you to start your business, making cupcakes and candies and, you know, crafting some knitted beanies or however you want to do it. And just have some fun with this build. So, again, make sure you stick around for the rest of it. These are so cute. Did I keep those though? No, I didn't. That's cute too. I think I kept that one. Yeah. And this one. Just cuteness overload. Can't help it. I think I needed to do cuteness overload after the industrial loft. So that's what I'm doing. That is a yummy, yummy kitchen. That is a yummy kitchen. don't know what happened there. Okay. So yeah, Joe, make sure you join me for the last two for this build. And just remember, let's keep it creative, keep it cozy, and I will see you soon.